On the news tonight, federal government mobilizes stakeholders for active participation in irrigation farming to boost food security. Governor Sanwo-Olu harps on public-private collaboration for inclusive regulations in the housing sector, plus latest in the world of entertainment and sports. A pleasant evening and a warm welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. I am Ntamiegbe, the news in detail. With the onset of the dry season, the federal government is mobilizing stakeholders for active participation in irrigation farming in accordance with its policy framework to boost food security. The federal government reinforced this position at a consultative meeting in Lafia. Aliyu Tijani reports that the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation was represented. The reports.
With the theme, Sustainable Irrigation and Drainage System Management for Food Sufficiency, the conversation x-rayed the role irrigation and drainage system play in nation's food security and agricultural productivity. Federal Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation is leading the conversation as Governor Abdullahi Sule declares the workshop an annual general meeting open as he assures of state government support to boosting irrigation farming in the state. Represented by Commissioner for Water Resources, the governor says Nasarawa State Government has recently harvested 6,000 rice farms in Jangwa to boost food sufficiency in the state, and plans are on the way to commence planting for the dry season farming.
The state is planning to ensure that half dam is consulted in each of the 30 local governments councils in the state in order to boost this irrigation system of farming.
Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation represented says the workshop and annual general meeting will serve as a platform to access progress and chart a way forward. He calls on participants to explore innovative solutions to the challenges facing the water sector, especially irrigation and drainage system.
It is aimed at enhancing the capacity of smallholder farmers, boosting agricultural production, and ensuring efficient use of water resources.
Stakeholders say functional and resilient irrigation infrastructure require enhancing the capacity of local farmers and water management specialists as they made a case for adequate maintenance of infrastructure, update technology to make the sector more effective. In Lafia, Aliyu Tijani, NTA News.
Away from irrigation farming, the Southern Caucus of the House of Representatives has welcomed the 4 tax reform bills sent to Parliament by President Tinubu, saying the bills represent a positive step towards addressing the country's fiscal challenges. Briefing the media on their position, the leader of the caucus, Nicholas Mutu, however, said they are open to more dialogue and views from Nigerians towards improving the legislations.
That bill, and we are happy to have the bill, the tax reform bill. We are open to dialogue, and at the right time, we will capture the people's element that is missing the bill.
At every point in time, there's no bill that has a national outlook that there won't be interests colliding one way or the other. But our job is to sit down with our brothers, find a middle course.
Mr. President has sent an executive bill. What the Southern Caucus is saying is that we are ready to take up our official responsibility of making laws for the nation. And so we welcome the bill, and that as we process it, inputs are made from our various states and constituencies. Some states have already received those inputs. And so we are in consonance with our constituents and the states that we represent. And so we are ready to work to ensure that we give a better tax law to Nigeria. That's what we are interested in.
The 4 tax reform bills, which are the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill 2024, the Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2024, and the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill 2024 aim to improve fiscal governance, transform public revenue architecture, and boost economic growth. Delving into the realm of reorientation for nation building, Nigerians have been urged to embrace efforts by the current administration to redefine the identity of a true Nigeria through various attitudinal change initiatives being developed towards reorientation of the citizens for nation building. Kenneth Nanim reports that the Director General of National Orientation Agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, disclosed various projects initiated by the agency that are in progress while interacting with newsmen in Nigeria. Abuja, the report.
The realignment of the operations of the National Orientation Agency towards meeting the goals of the current administration. The Director General of the agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, upon assumption of duty in October 2023, says he introduced an initiative known as 747 in the National Values Charter under the National Identity Project. He explains the 7 pillars of promises as representing responsibilities of the government towards the people and the 7 core areas of obligation of the citizens to the state, codenamed Citizens Code. The DG says the agency has also identified 7 institutions that will nurture the value system towards citizens' reorientation.
But I'm happy to say that all these 7 institutions of nurturing, of indoctrinating our people were approved by the Federal Executive Council.
He explains the 3-year projection to nationalize cartoon animation content to inculcate the right values, ensuring that only messages that reflect a true Nigerian are disseminated as part of policies being put in place. The agency says has also established a standard studio for radio and television where messages and jingles on government policies, programs and activities are produced for public enlightenment. Other ICT facilities, he says, are also in place to ensure adequate and correct information is passed to the public. It was also an opportunity for the media to ask questions and get clarifications, especially on how the projects are being funded. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
And up next, we have here that achieving a sustainable future requires collective action and public-private collaboration, which is critical for driving innovation, financing sustainable projects, and creating inclusive regulations. These were the words of the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, at the 5th Lagos Real Estate Marketplace Conference. Joy Ken Abakoya reports.
Lagos is a city of boundless opportunities and a hub for innovation and commerce. But the city is also grappling with the challenges of rapid urbanization, housing deficit, and environmental vulnerabilities. The state government is, however, working towards reimagining the city's landscape.
We must have continuous policy to review and update existing laws to address emerging trends.
The outcomes of this ongoing edition will further catalyze impactful collaborations and innovative solutions that will drive sustainable development and economic growth for the built sector and the state at large.
In this hall are operators, regulators, and stakeholders in the real estate sector. They are gathered to evaluate the impact of government's contributions to the real estate sector, address challenges, and explore opportunities for innovation and growth.
We must foster a culture of transparency and accountability. Regulators must collaborate with stakeholders from developers and investors to resident and civil society and organizers. By doing so, we can build on trust and ensure that regulatory frameworks reflect the aspiration of all and specifically Lagosians.
I want to see a proactive development rather than us being reactive. I want to see an area, if well planned, that will be full amenity, the full infrastructure.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says his administration remains committed to establishing sustainable regulations that protect practitioners and consumers while creating an ecosystem that supports economic growth and ecological balance.
It's about the future and the future leaders.
that are coming behind us. And that's why this engagement, this conversation with various stakeholders is always very important.
The 5th Lagos Real Estate Marketplace Conference is themed Reimagining Lagos Landscape and Ensuring Sustainable Real Estate Development Practices. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abapoya, NTA News.
Drifting away from the housing sector, the Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gaidam, has reiterated the federal government's commitment to strengthening the Nigeria Police Force. He gave the assurance during his visit to the Nigeria Police Academy in Wadil to oversee the ongoing screening process for candidates of the 2024-2025 11th regular case. Elizabeth Yila Lamido reports. And we'll go on a short break. When we return, we will tell you more about the devastating...
To witness the ongoing screening of candidates for the 2024-2025 11th regular cadet course. He reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to strengthening the police force through capacity building to achieve professionalism.
We want to ensure that we get a very honest, transparent, and professional police personnel.
Detailing the screening process, the commandant of the academy, AIG Sadiq Abubakar, said it includes fitness tests, academic evaluations, medical checks, and background verifications, assuring transparency and fairness in the conduct of the exercise.
Whoever is coming here will be thoroughly checked and ensure that the vision, the mission, and the philosophy of the academy is achieved. When he finally finished his training, or she finished his training here, is strictly based on merit.
The 11th regular course at Police Academy Wudil is set to commence next year, with the selected cadets ongoing intensive training and studies to prepare them for the demands of modern policing to addressing the nation's evolving security challenges. In Kano, Elizabeth Yila, NTA News.
We'll go on a short break, and when we return, we will tell you more about the devastating poverty crisis in South Sudan. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
So these guys still call you Mama Dugu? Yes, now, because they know I always express love to them.
Keep expressing love with Indomie flavors.
At Sonoplastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at Kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sonoplastics Limited, we're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sonoplastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Chief, what are you doing? I am trying to recharge this my prepaid. It's giving me problem. For some time now, I don't have light. Chief, why are you still suffering yourself? Why not try solar? That one, the one they put for me last time, give me so many problems. It did not work and they just wasted my money. Chief, go for Vivos and Zantres American tubular battery. Original, with sun approval. They also have Super Zantres inverters, Zantres solar battery, Zantres panel, MPPT controllers, Tobar, solar fridge, solar street light, marketed by AZ Blessed Nigeria Limited. Visit them at F10 and 11 AZ Blessed Plaza by Alaba Rago Junction in Alaba International Market, Lagos. Vivos and Zantres America available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Ring them on 0803-6830-557 or 0803-9644-115. Vivos and Zantres America. Solar, power solar.
Mama, so these guys still call you Mama Dugu? Yes, now, because they know I always express love to them. see different flavors. Yeah, you can say that again.
Life of the party. Carry your Indomie jollof. Special lady. Take your Indomie Oriental. Pepper lover. Your Indomie pepper soup. Don't worry. I didn't forget your onion chicken.
Mrs. I miss home. Take your Indomie crayfish. Thank you.
Childhood favorite to new discoveries. Keep expressing love with Indomie flavors.
You're welcome back. Poverty epidemic, South Sudan's devastating poverty crisis. Our correspondent brings us more.
Sudan faces a devastating poverty crisis, with a staggering 76% of its population living below the poverty line, surviving on just $105 per year. The harsh reality is that over 2/3 of the population struggles to get by on less than $2 per day. According to World Bank, weak governance, conflict, and economic shock have all contributed to this severe poverty crisis. However, with better resource management and a stable environment, there is hope for improving the livelihood of South Sudan people. Moving on, Palestinian medical officials in the North Gaza Strip reported that an Israeli attack on a home where displaced people were taking shelter resulted in the death of at least 19 individuals, including a family of 8 with 4 children, their parents, 2 grandparents among the casualties. Another strike in central Gaza claimed the lives of 7 people, including 2 children, their parents, and 3 relatives. In Lagos, Director John, NCN News.
And up next, Ivy Ifoma reflects on her blessings in 2024 and emphasizes the value of prayer. This and more from our entertainment desk.
Ivy Ifoma reflects on her blessing in 2024, emphasizing the blessings of prayer. Ivy Ifoma, wife of Nigeria artist Boy Okoye Rudeboy, is grateful for the 2024 blessing. She credited prayer for her success, sharing that she prays at the start of each year for her need. Despite her initial doubt during her pregnancy, Ivy remained determined. This year, she is blessed with motherhood, a new car, improved finances, new businesses, good health. Ivy attributes her blessings to her faith and prayer. Moving on, Davido claims Afrobeats can't exist without him. Nigerian music star Davido Adeleke has boldly stated that his name is essential to the Afrobeat genre. He made his declaration on Instagram promoting his upcoming album 5 and the latest single Fund. His fans have reacted with a mixed support, and some hailing him as the king of Afrobeat. And that is it on entertainment news. I am Olamide Ogundeku.
And from the sports desk, we have here that National Sports Commission engages sports federations on business-driven sports as NFF Secretary General bags another 3-year tenure. Details of these and more with Austin Edemodu.
The National Sports Commission has announced the introduction of chief operating officers for national sports federations for revenue generation in line with their mandate of creating a robust sports economy for the country. At a meeting in Abuja, the National Sports Commission leadership and presidents of federations, Chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, and Director General Bukola Lokpade were unanimous that sports in the country will now be business-driven as obtained in other climes.
Anywhere they are talking about the economy of the country, creating jobs, youth investing, or whatever it is, sports should have a seat on that table if you are doing the right thing, which is basically what we have to do.
And this commission, under the leadership of Malam Shehu Diko, is determined to deliver results upon results using very cutting-edge innovation and strategic approach.
In the meantime, the General Secretary of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mohammed Sanusi, has described his reappointment as a call for more work towards the development of football in the country.
When people saddle you with responsibility and they feel you should continue with that responsibility, it means that you have been challenged to do more. And by the grace of God, we will not let them down and will not let the country down.
Sanusi was first appointed as NFF scribe in 2015 and was recently handed another tenure of 3 years by the football body. Now to UEFA Champions League matters. Ademola Lookman's goal was not enough as Mbappe scored his 50th Champions League goal in Real Madrid's 3-2 win over Atalanta on Tuesday. However, Mbappe was subbed off with injury during the first half. Meanwhile, Liverpool manager Arne Slot has demanded more from his team after Mohamed Salah sealed a 1-0 victory over Girona from the penalty spot. The result puts the 5-time champions on the brink of round of 16 tickets. Actions resume on Wednesday as 4th place Borussia Dortmund welcome 3rd place Barcelona. Both clubs have 12 points from their opening games and now highly fancied to progress to the round of 16. Elsewhere in Turin, 2 teams struggling to meet expectations will convene when Juventus hosts early Manchester City. After 5 matches, only 1 spot separates Arsenal and Monaco in the 3rd-16 UEFA Champions League table as they cling on to one of the final 2 automatic qualification places for the last 16 as both teams clash at the Emirates. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
It's a wrap for the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Thanks for watching. I am Ntami Egbe. Olatunde Atakenu is standing by with the news translations in Yoruba. Please stay tuned and have a splendid evening.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ ẹ̀sìnkúṣẹ́ àtòórọ́ ìròyìn ló ń dé sétí gbọ̀nyẹn láti lè ṣe tẹlifíṣàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ ètò kalẹ̀ sí Èkó Ọlátúndé Àtàkẹ́nù lórí níròyìn yín. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìtanijí fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àti olókoòwò lójúnà láti mú ètò ọ̀gbìn ojúlé lókùnkúndùn pàápàá lásìkò ẹ̀ẹ̀rùn. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ló súyọ níbi ìpàdé kan tó wáyé ní Láfíà ìpínlẹ̀ Nasarawa. Aliu Tijani jábọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ alákòóso fún ètò ọ̀rọ̀ omi àti ohun àlùmọ́nì níbi ìpàdé náà. Láti lè ní ọjọ́ iwájú tó dára, ó pè fún ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láàrin ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba àti aládàáni kí àwọn ètò amáyédẹrùn lè di ṣíṣe láìsí àtakò rárá. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ló tẹnu gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú níbi ètò ọjà àwọn olùkọ́lé àti onílé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀karùn-ún irú rẹ̀ nílùú Èkó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Joyken Àbápọ̀yà ló mú ìròyìn náà wá. Àrọwà ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti tẹ́wọ́ gba akitiyan tí ìṣàkóso tó wà lóde ń ṣe láti ṣe àtúntò irú ẹni tí ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tòótọ́ jẹ́ ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi àyípadà tí ìjọba ń gbé láti ṣe ìtanijí fún àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí nípa kíkọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè èyí tó dára. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Kenneth Naim ló jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún. Àwọn ọmọ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin tó wà láti gúúsù orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti gba àbádòfin 4 lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó orí tí ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu gbé síwájú ilé ìgbìmọ̀ náà. Wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú láti jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé àwọn ti ṣetán láti tẹ́tí sí èròǹgbà àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lórí àwọn àbádòfin 4 wọ̀nyí. Olórí àwọn ọmọ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin fún ẹkùn yìí Nicholas Mutu ló sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún. Tó a ò ní rí jù báyìí lọ fún ìròyìn wa ti àṣálẹ́ òní. Ọlátúndé Àtàkẹ́nù lórúkọ mi ó dàárọ̀.